Alright, look. I ain't gonna hold you. I was sick. I was sick losing that game. I was. But not today. You know what I'm saying? Today's a whole different day. We having a conversation with Josh Jacobs. Yeah, that's understandable. Alright, so what you asking for? Okay. Right, get in the ball. That's understandable. Don't matter. Four catches and 10 attempts. I got that. Need 4 catches and 10 runs. All right. I got you, bro. Gotta go strong arm. +1 deep accuracy. All right. Any ability changes? No. Yeah. No. That's gonna be a while from now. Bullet. Yeah, I gotta go hybrid. +3 play rec, +2 zone. You still get more out of zone than you do out of. You get more zone than man out of hybrid. It's tough, but it's alright. We got 78 play rec, 75 man. Zed McDuffie, I'ma skip him. My dog Luke. Let me just auto that.
Now the humidity's still a factor on this fall afternoon, but no rain in the forecast. That's the good news as you look inside Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville.
Okay.
Lurching
Look at
closer
5
to
or
the
2.
midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll start this line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback.
Lawrence will throw.
No, sir. Wrap him up.
Packer pressure to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try to apply them in this game as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Yeah,
and he'll only get this to about
guys him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back.
That's
cool.
Gain
as the defense was able to react quickly.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Oh yeah, way to step up in that pocket.
This drive, they moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit,
I'm late on it.
They're moving the ball well.
Ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Oh, Nixon.
Intercepted.
Side, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Go, let's go. Now Lawrence.
Oh, yeah.
And they'll
He
bring
gonna
him
fumble
down at the 13-yard
at some point.
line.
Scrambler can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
That is caught. Terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
I know the play. I know the play. I told you I know the play.
And the D now yield from the 2 now. 2nd and goal.
That's not supposed to be open.
Touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And able to take it past the 20. Love going to break the huddle. Lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
I don't feel bad about it.
They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it?
I was almost there.
Already lost last week. It's almost like they're...
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he's got this.
Another catch here for good yardage.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Nowhere to turn.
Come on, he got to drop that rock, man.
Clark as he gets home for the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To the right side and complete to top. Here is 3rd down and 4. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got Thomas yet again, complete. And finally down.
And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll run with ETN.
Yep.
And he swallowed up
His position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
That could have been a PI, but
low throw.
I see the surprise in your face.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Lawrence.
oh, I ran past him.
And he will get this.
Oh my. All right, I was never even supposed to be on him, but how did I let me run past him?
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
We good.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will about set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is.
No.
I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change
I played
game
that
plan,
wrong.
or do we
I
just
played
need
that
to
so wrong.
execute better and try and get back in this game?
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Nowhere to go.
That's considered a fumble. All right, this is just a terrible start.
Well, Charles, not only did they
but it ain't the end. It ain't the end of the story.
Away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to
use it. This is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit.
Come on, we gotta. I need you to take off, bro. I need you to realize take off.
Surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
That's on him too.
And the Jaguars are going to line. So the penalty there winds up on the offense. So obviously it's declined, and we have a change of possession.
No comment. No fucking comment, man.
Done.
I didn't do that. Just know I didn't do that. No matter what this thing tells you, I didn't do that.
A give to ETN running right. And they'll get him now.
I really don't know.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And this turned
out earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. And he's going now a pickup of 8. Second and a couple. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he'll get... From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath. Already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And ETN going to have a Jags first down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line. Well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit. Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, he's got it complete.
Pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Come on.
The ball comes out.
The front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange.
Come on, man.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. It's a throw again is Lawrence. He gets it to Thomas. Room here to run.
Wherever coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after.
They stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Lawrence. Eluding the pressure. Right. Oh, a Cardinal sin there. Thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted.
Back as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself not just so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
It hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Final play of the half, Love. Same target, it's Jacobs again.
Hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
A final shot before break. Love. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Incomplete.
That's crazy.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And they'll start this. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something.
I'm just having a bad game.
And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
On the end around, this is Thomas. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And a great job there to read that. 2nd and 3 now from the 33. On play action, Lawrence. And he's just going to get rid of it.
He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this one is right down the middle.
Got it. You got to get right.
It's 24-0. But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start
Watson.
Right now.
Got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
No way.
There defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Love looking to throw it.
Come on, man. Literally, where's y'all not giving me time, bro?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Love. And he will slide
to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
Now this aired out deep for Reed.
I don't even like how you do that, bro. Like, you didn't even put no effort in that to throw it out there. You just threw it up. What are we doing?
Now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. And he will get this into the end zone.
Round of applause, bro.
Touchdown.
Round of applause.
Brian Thomas, 74 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
I was about to say, when the rains it pours type situation.
Because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always.
Well, the pressure down, but don't need it all back at once. But you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Love, they go play action now. Flushed out right.
Oh, hit time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to
have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
On 4th down.
Bro, why is the drop back like that? He literally went straight. This man literally immediately went straight to drop back.
And the Jags take over in terrific
I couldn't even stop
position. It. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. Stays on his feet.
That's alright though. That's just been this type of game.
Did you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one?
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he
to the 9-yard run on the previous play. Getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem, but apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
It's another pick.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick here is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And they'll start out set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's, not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's Love.
And that got thrown right to him. Thank you, Madden. I didn't look at no other route either, so.
3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He'll take his shot for the end zone.
Thank you. I'm about to say, please don't overthrow this one too.
Packers touchdown. A great play there. 50 yards. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit.
He almost got that somehow.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he's up. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he finds a little. Now a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Oh, come on, bro.
Strange. And he'll be
sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time
there wasn't nothing I could do about that.
Hey, I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Straight ahead, ETN.
And he'll got one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely. Kept
on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short game.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe
the Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw now. Here's Love. Escaping the pressure right.
And he stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Love. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And
where y'all run into?
Now they're down.
You're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But
and I can't get no break up, no nothing. No break up.
42 yards.
Sorry, I know I'm not getting no break up. I was in man.
ETN will get about halfway, knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you could darn near.
And he'll take this one in.
2 free.
Touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage.
A girl called Emma. What's up with you?
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
The start of this game is why I'm in this predicament.
This one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 3rd. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were
in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Love now. He's going to hit his man.
Come on, Jacobs. You got to break that tackle, bro.
Receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Again, it's Love.
I can't even step up.
Sack back at the 9-yard line. Throwing. Love. Flush to his right.
I gotta call a timeout because what the fuck? I understand it though, honestly. That's why I can't. I ain't tripping on this. This game got away from me, and I'm fine with this.
Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
I'm fine with this.
Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now ETN to start play. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep left sideline.
Told you that's just the type of game it's been.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Being chased, and he's going to have to eat this. Now in the football game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 11. Now Lawrence to throw. He's going deep for Brown.
That's a dot.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Nah, I play other games too, like Apex, Fortnite.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one
2K.
away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This is a bad game for me.
It's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might
I've seen it.
cosmetic good on the scoreboard.
Trust me, I've seen it.
It's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Love from the gun. He's going to let it fly.
That's crazy. That's all right. GG's.
With a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Jacksonville, they run their mark to 6-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance